Guys, I have to make this quick. I was on a planet like Earth, very different. They too had a caste system, but was heavily controlled by. Uh, this could have been Draco reptilian, and of course the Dracos are like the higher ups, and then there's other reptilians that's under them that take orders. Well, I was in this place. I knew this girl. They were not reptilians. They were human-like on another planet, where their planet was, seized by the reptilians and was managed just like our Earth is being managed by these assholes. Their planet too, and their people are being managed. Very beautiful Earth-like planet. They look human, like us, but you can tell by their eyes they're not really human. Um, they have technology like we have. They have what we consider cars. Their vehicles are self. They drive their passengers around. They don't need humans or humanoids. They're people to they don't drive the vehicle. The vehicles are programmed to take them wherever they need to be taken. Um, Very nice place, man. Very nice place. Um, have houses different from ours, but very elegantly built, very nice. Um, so I knew this girl, and I was there to. I really don't know exactly. I couldn't pull in all that information. I knew that I needed once this guy, this reptilian. Um, he wasn't a guard, but he checks in on like different high royal families on that planet and make sure that they are doing what they supposed to do, just like the other royal family here. Prince Charles meeting up with Trump and all of this other bullshit, all of this show that they put on in front of the camera, in front of the humans. They keep y'all dumbed down. Uh, but on this planet here, this reptilian, his name was Hans something, Hans Swaffin something. So he checked in on this girl. The one that I came there. I guess I was there for information, to gather intelligence on what's going on within that planet. So we knew he was coming, and I needed to hide. So I hid under what we consider like sofas and couches and stuff like that. I hid under that, and I just covered myself, and he couldn't detect. Some of these reptilians are not psychic. They're not psychic at all. And as he's walking by, and I'm hidden, trying to hide myself. Um, he's walking by, and I'm thinking, okay, how am I gonna get out of this right here? On that planet as well, they have what we consider how we have police officers here. Well, they have, patrol officers, and some of their patrol officers ride around in these self-driven cars, and they don't need many. There's not lot of violence on that planet. It's very it's ran with respect, with the upset, with the part where these reptilians are there controlling the people, just like how they control us here. Okay, and they do shit from behind the scenes. So they're controlling their people too from behind the scenes. I think what is going on, the Dracos don't operate, or the Orions don't operate like they used to. They don't just come in forcefully like they used to and do all of this forceful takeover. They come in subtle under certain agreements, just like how they did with our government structure. They come in with subtle agreements and then slowly infiltrate and take over. So, and this is what is going on right here, right now on our planet. It's subtle. They're doing it with this government structure and implementing their agendas, and it's got to stop. So that was all I got gathered, guys. When I come back from these trips that I go on, it's hard to come back and be able to speak with you guys, because a lot of things that I do, it's not done verbally. It's done telepathically. It's done with a full understanding of what is going on, consciously. So if I get any more information, if I'm able to obtain any more on that, I'll let you guys know. Love, honor, and respect all of you. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is Raw Cloud. Today, I have some information for you guys. A couple of days ago, I was able to go to a planet. Now, you guys know that I act more like an intelligence officer, not just for the Alliance, but for the Galactic Federations, these councils. And it's like I've been doing this lifetime after lifetime. You guys pretty much know through history how we operate on these multidimensional levels, and how the Alliance uses as military operatives on so many levels. So I do have some notes for you guys. I'm going to read some of those notes. Now, in that video, the one that just played, there were some things that I had to rush through, and I was unable to upload all of that information because normally when I travel back to my body, normally I have time before I have to go to work. The military always know what time I have to be to work, and they try to get me back, ASAP, so that I don't miss out on this human existence and participating in this particular lifestyle that we have to do pertaining to our Akashic side, knowing what it's like to be a human. It can be quite boring to be here and participate in this particular life. But that particular mission was for the council, and I was held up. And the reason why I was held up was because I had to hide from this particular reptilian who was a ambassador for that planet. That female, she had a royal background, and she asked for help. So, and you know how we are, guys, with the Federation. If you ask for help, then we will provide that help for you. So when I was there, upon her request, my job was to seek out, find out as much as I can as far as gathering intel on how these reptilians are going there and trying to, just like our system here, dangle a carrot in front of the government and then start implementing their own particular society upon us, which never benefits when these reptilians come in. It never benefits the inhabitants of that planet. So let me get into that note, into the notes. So guys, what I didn't have time to say is the peacekeeper, at least one of them, showed up in that self-driven vehicle. He was telepathic, and that's how I made my escape. What has happened is these negative groups don't just take over a planet by forcing themselves upon them like in war times. They come in offering things that peaceful people might take interest to. If they accept, acceptance comes with certain conditions, like coming into certain agreements under this net, which the dark forces seemingly have control. Much like our own here on planet Earth, it's called government structure. You guys already know this. They print their faces in secret on the money. You'll see a reptilian face. Sometimes you'll see a gray face pertaining to which country they pretty much have control of. These Illuminatis pay some sort of tribute to these higher beings, which is from their bloodline. Okay, they control all levels of disclosure. As you know, they control all levels of news, media, educational distribution, educational teaching, food, water, housing, and everything else. You guys know this. But humans have, over time, traditionally, through our grandparents and our parents, and now we are doing the same thing, is being biased, passive to this structure that does not benefit us at all. It does not. It benefits the people at the top of this pyramid scheme, this government structure. Now, I'm not saying everybody within the government is bad. There are white hats, there are militaries, there are patriots that try to do as best as they can. We have a lot of millionaires too, with some pull that have been backing us in this pursuit to take back our country, take back our planet, and just show these bastards that they're not going to get away with doing all of this secretive bullshit that they have been doing and have been allowing lifetime after lifetime here on this planet. Okay, let me get back to the notes. Okay, all while painting an illusion as if they are for the people. This is exactly why I'm here on Earth and off Earth is so important. So my main thing here is that I do operate here on Earth. Sometimes I do not do jumps, and I'll do missions here where I'm protecting a military compound from those that may try to infiltrate or steal documents or artifacts, things of that nature. I do work with the military, white hat military, and we do get contracts that we go out and help and protect certain items here on Earth. It's not just about going off planet or going into other timelines, where we all exist, that most of us still do exist in some other timelines. And some timelines, you may not be there because you've already passed on in that timeline. Okay, let's see where I'm at. Please help me reach out to others that might take the Council Guardian information to heart. I'm here on behalf of all peaceful collectives, and will continue to do my very best to wake up people to all deceptions placed upon them. I do have some side notes. Guys, you know that I don't like to go into political views because people are just not ready for harsh facts and harsh truth. They take sides. Sometimes they are ego driven and they can be biased, so that they don't step outside the box when they like a particular person that they may have voted for. And that goes for either side, whether it's Democrats or Republican. So I don't really like taking a political stance, but I will share what I know. And this knowledge is very important because you guys just don't get to see this. You're not operating with certain teams. Some of us here know what's going on a deeper level. But for the ones that don't, I have tried to pave a way for us to have legitimate disclosure, and not hold back. I don't do the soft stuff. I don't play around with that. Oh, look at the lights in the sky. Man, look, I done been there, done that. I've been on many crafts. I'm not really impressed. Okay, so I get to the deeper root of the problem, and that is the reptilian infestation and their hybrids suppressing us on all of these levels. So I like to cut the head off the state. So that's what I go after. I go after the head of the snake. Okay, now, like I said, guys, I don't want you guys to be rubbed the wrong way when I take or speak on political things. I'm not talking about anyone in particular, but what I'm saying is there is a history behind people that go in. They win you over in the beginning, and then they turn their backs on you. And I'm going to tell you how and why they're doing this. Okay, side notes. What people should be asking, why haven't the new management stopped the chemtrails? Everyone by now that is awakened know damn well what the chemtrails are and what they can do. Okay, ask yourself without ego and especially not being biased. Why haven't the new management effectively stopped the spraying of chemtrail harmful particles? I'll tell you why. Because there is a level of control and compartmentalization that goes beyond his capability to effectively engage in doing anything of the kind. Agreements went into play behind mankind back for the spraying of chemtrails. So in some parts, the new management is unuseful and is more or less just another figurehead. And I'm talking about all of them within these countries as far as these new managements. They will do some things on a human level to help. But they kind of, what they're doing is kind of playing both sides, because you have the Orions and the Dracos, then you have the positive galactic federations out there. They're trying to be in the middle, see who's going to win this conflict. And whoever wins the conflict, that's the side that they're going to choose, because they have no choice. if the Federation, the positive Federations, whoop the Orions ass, whoop the Draco ass, then the new management were like, oh yes, we was for you this whole time. Thank you for helping us. Uh, we can now go into disclosure like the positive federations want. The positive federations want full disclosure. They don't want partial. They don't want drip fed. They want the whole damn thing out for the humans, not just for the United States, but for the whole damn world to know what has been going on behind their backs. Okay, especially with this government structure. Now I'm gonna get back to the notes, but I'm gonna say this. Um, Billy Carson and Greer uh, they did a Zoom and went out there and Greer would give half truths, but not the whole truth. But I will commend him on saying that Luizando, whatever his fucking name is a disinformation agent, and this is true. So I commend Greer on telling people that Lou is a disinformation agent, okay? And he works with these alphabet letter agencies. They control them. So in this little bit of shit that Lou is coming out to Congress talking about drones, you know what they did? The Federation showed up. They can't do any damn thing about it. And they better not even try to do any damn thing about it. Because they'll get their asses handed to them. So they started implementing drones to be released out there to have this cover story. So I want to say to Lou, fuck you for lying to the American people. So I want to thank Stephen Greer for that. But Stephen Greer, you too have half truths. Okay, you have half truths. You never talk about the colonies, the secret space programs that we've been into. You never talk about the bad ETs that we fucking fight. Excuse my French, that we fucking fight. And we are trying to save a lot of the hardships of these Dracos and some of the Orions coming in here full force and trying to just deliberately take over. Okay? Because they break galactic laws. So as long as we got people like Greer and Lou giving half truths and being disinformation agents, we're never going to get the whole damn truth out. And my thing is, there are legitimate humans out there that are so afraid to look at the whole damn truth. I'm not here for you. I love you, but I'm not here for you. This is what I put out. It's not going to be relevant for you if you can't step back and have some balls and take truth for what it is. Okay? We have had these major threats here. You know about the cannibalism. You know about children going missing. You know about these royal families, how they are vampires. And to be honest, if I was Trump, why would you meet with this guy? Why? You have all the knowledge in the world handed to you. You know about these families, and yet you go and shake hands with them as if y'all are buddies. This is the problem that I have with people that get elected into the office. They paint this picture to be so fucking great, and then they go shake hands with these known baby eaters. And yet we clap and we praise them because they do a little bit of good to appease us in the beginning. Okay? Let me just get back to the notes. then you begin to understand why the federations are so tired. And they're here really for the awakened community, because they're not going to be able to save everybody. They're not going to be able to save everybody. People have not released their shackles. They don't know how to see past the bullshit. Okay, let me get back to the notes. So in some parts, the new management is unuseful and is more or less just another figurehead. He has no power. He has power in certain things, but not all things that would help mankind, which is true. And I'm not blaming him for that, because even if Trump wanted to go out there and just really do his very best for mankind, he's going to be blocked, because we have all of this infiltration within the government structure, a lot of infiltration. You see how we have disinformation agents that go to Congress and say that these are drones. Yes, you put those fucking drones up there, okay? You guys send out your little cleanup crew and put those drones out there, knowing damn well that we already have the federations out there, and they're trying to show the people that you're not alone. We've been here. We've been a part of them in other lives that we have, okay? But you got your government structure. This is why I work for the white hats. This is why I work for the military. And this is why I work for the Alliance and the Galactics. I don't fuck with this government structure. Okay? It's too infiltrated. I don't mess with them. I did come up being controlled to certain degrees by the Illuminati's. So I know how it goes. I know how they work. I've seen it. Okay? I've seen it. So I know all about the Illuminati's. Okay? I fought in underground facilities with other super soldiers, other beings with altars, and they get amused by that shit. They're amused by it. We have altars. You all know about these things. Okay? Max talked about it. Michael Prince talked about it. James Ring talked about it. A lot of people out there that are legitimate super soldiers in these projects, including myself, know about this. Okay? We know about it. A lot of these contracts have to be broken. Okay? They have to be broken. And you have to know how to break them. Okay. Okay, if he had any legitimate power, ask yourself, why haven't he just come out with disclosure? When everyone here on my channel knows he has a deeper knowledge of everything, and I mean everything. You guys know that Trump knows everything. He has time travel capabilities. You guys know that he's done time travel. I've helped Trump. I'm not saying that I'm against the man, but what I am saying, my job is to tell you guys the truth of what is going on. I have to tell you. That is my sole contract here on Earth. To do my job for the human collective. That is my job. I don't kneel to no man. None. You know it. I know it. Navy Alliance,
Earth Alliance, Space Force, White Hat, military. We all know this. My problem is not with the new management. What we are trying to do is just simply peel back the onion of control and show you, no matter who's in office, they all are going to be under this net of control. This is true. They're going to be under this net of control. We said this before. The people here are just too damn embarrassed to admit that they are looking for a savior. They're trying to put off what they should have been doing for each other. And this is true. We put off, and we do this in our everyday life, we put off on certain things. And when those things become apparently overwhelming and should have been handled some time ago, when it becomes a crisis, you want to start pointing fingers at other people instead of pointing the finger at yourself and asking yourself, what have I done to contribute to that particular problem? What have I done? You need to really step back and analyze it. And I'm talking about the people that do not seek full truth. And once they hear full truth, they dismiss it because it does not, they can't cope with it. They just can't handle it. So you put it off on somebody else to handle that for you. That's a savior you're looking for. That's that savior mentality. You can't have that. We can't have that. We have to work united. We have to work, yes, positive, but understand that I get it. Okay, you take what you need. Okay, take what you need. And if you can't handle it, maybe sometime later, things will become full circle for you. But just don't dismiss the whole thing altogether, where you kick it out completely and not take responsibility for that knowledge. Don't kick it out completely. But we're speeding up, guys. They're here. They're showing up. They're telling you that it's going to come to a ball point where they're going to start landing and speaking to very woke people like yourselves. Okay? The government, what the bad forces are trying to do, the bad forces, once they figure that they better get to you before the Galactic Federation, positive groups start doing this, they're going to start trying to get to you first. Okay, so use your discernment when you start meeting these beings, okay, because it's going to be apparently clear just off of their frequency who's good and who's not good, okay? And I'll help you guys out with that. But when you do, but I will tell you this, once you start meeting these federations, what they will present to you is a familiar face. And it's going to come like with a soul signature that you are going to remember. And when those feelings hit you, it's going to be so overwhelming that it's going to bring tears to your eyes. You're going to know exactly that this particular person was a family member. in one of your past lives. They live. You got to remember, they live longer than us. Some of you guys are gonna meet some of your friends and family members that are still living, and they are not human. Okay, this whole system have lied to you. This is why I'm against this government structure. It is the Orion and the Dracos. You have to understand that. And you look, no matter what I tell you, you could believe me or not, but it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. And you better believe that these fuckers within the government structure are gonna do everything they can to make sure it don't. So I'm seeing that we're gonna end up going into a fight with these bad guys, and the government are gonna be like, oh, we're being invaded. Oh, bullshit. You guys within the government structure are reptilians, okay? Your bloodlines, your hybrids have been infecting this planet for the longest time, okay? And I'm here for the people. I'm united with the collective, the human collective. You guys have been here lying to human civilization. You put your markings and symbolism everywhere. You put these secret societies everywhere. That's good enough. That's good enough. I had my time to vent. Guys, when it comes to the news media, you saw how they covered up. And Francine, I want to thank you for sending me that clip of the Federation showing up. And I want to thank you guys. I want to thank all of my comrades, Jill, Francine, the ones that I speak to in the emails. Like I said, I'm not sure if you want me to say your name here. So, and I will respect that because you haven't asked me to. And everyone here on this channel, you know, I love you guys, and I will fight to the death for you guys and humanity. I will literally give up my life if it means that you guys get the truth. That's all it matters. We're just energy beings trying to do the right thing, all of you. All I can say is a lot of you guys are just like me. You have children. You want them to have a bright future. You're looking for change. We'll do it together. We'll do it together until we get back to the other side um, and leave this legacy of truth. Let's give the truth to our children so that they can give it to their children. Let's just do the right thing for each other. I want to leave you guys with I love, honor, respect all of you. Have a good day.